We're here at the Fed building, the activists here. Our President Obama made a speech, and of course we're sending over 30,000 troops to Afghanistan. And one of the activists has a comment she wants to make.
I just want the president to stop this war.
Okay, is there anything else you want to tell the president?
Mr. President, just let the war stop and let our children come back home.
All right, there's a good one. Let our children back home. Thank you. She just made a comment, the woman talking about she wants our children home. So do you have any comments?
Well, I have mainly there's too much suffering by the Afghanis and the Iraqis and Americans, and I don't want anybody suffering. That's mine.
Well, we appreciate what you have to say. Is there anything else you want to make any comments on?
Well,
What would you tell the president?
I feel we need to concentrate on peace, not more war.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
All the programs, they say the same thing because they just copy each other. And I listen to all the different ones. You know, that Levine and that lady, she's expert on computers.
Yeah.
And even her tone of voice is mean. It's such mean voices even. Yeah, right. And when she sticks to computers, she does a great job.
Yeah.
But now she's just can't say one good word. And do you know that Dr. Savage, is that him?
But do you know what his real name is? That's not his real name.
Yeah, I know. I
Okay.
don't. But you know, he had a psychiatrist come on his program who had never talked to Obama and said he was suffering from the Oedipal complex, where he's been around his mother too much. Can you believe this? So no wonder England doesn't want him in their country. I was stunned when I heard this.
Well, it's amazing what he's been able to get away with without. And that goes to show you with the management of Clear Channel. Clear Channel is in charge of that, and that's the kind of propaganda they're putting out.
I see, because there are not quite a few stations on the Clear Channel.
That's all, yeah. They got it all locked up.
Yeah, they sure
Oh,
have.
yeah.
When
Anywhere between 1,400 and 1,600 stations across the United States.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
When did they come to Hawaii?
Well, they've been here a while now.
Have they?
Yeah,
Have they?
and even the local Mike Buck and Rick
Rick
Hamada,
Hamada.
you know that if you call in there, Mike Buck used to actually brag about the fact that he had his finger on the button. So if he didn't like what you said, he'd press the button.
Oh, my goodness.
He was bragging about that on the air.
Well, I know, I listen to that station a lot. And as soon as somebody comes and was talking against Bush, right away, well, we have to stop for a station break, or they would shout above them.
Yeah.
Nobody could ever criticize Bush on KHVH.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing?
It was terrible.
Well, they had a DJ up at College Radio, KTUH, and they took him off. They found ways to get him off.
Good.
Well, no, he was
Oh,
he played Democracy Now,
Oh,
and he was doing programs on the 9/11 and all of this, and they told him that he couldn't do that anymore.
oh my goodness.
That's at the University of Hawaii.
That's terrible. That's
That's at the University of Hawaii.
And it's censorship.
Exactly.
And we're not supposed to have that.
Exactly. All right, so that's what's going on.
And as this one person said, I said, why can't we at least be civil? That doesn't cost any, even if you don't agree with somebody, you can be civil.
Yeah.
But the talk show hosts, it must be Clear Channel, then they're cruel and mean.
They are. Oh, yeah.
It's very hard, but that's why I like Coast to Coast.
Yeah.
We kind of.
But you listen to him carefully. He throws in some stuff in there in support of Israel, right?
Oh,
Okay, so you watch him, all right? So he's not all that perfect.
Well,
but at least he does a little few things that are off the wall.
Israel, I don't even understand. You know, I heard once they were shooting people in the knees. Now, as much as they suffered in the war, why would you shoot somebody in the knees?
Yeah.
And they said, this was awful too, the Pakistani, where Arafat was. Well, anyway, they were forcing the women to undress in front of the soldiers when they were, interviewing them, and they made them address their daughters even. Now,
Oh.
isn't that awful?
Yeah, yeah, that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
kind of stuff that, just to, again, humiliate the people. Yeah.
And the Bible says someplace, I read it, where if anybody goes against Israel, they're in for a bad time. I read it in the Bible. And that's what we're afraid of. That's why we support them. Because that
okay.
one phrase in the Bible.
Isn't that interesting? I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, it's there because I read it.
Okay,
Well,
thank you very much. I appreciate
Thank you. This,
Yeah.
from when I wake up in the morning till I go to bed, this is on my mind all the time.
Yeah.
All these people suffering like this.
Yeah,
It's just too much.
Yeah,
And,
it is.
and they've suffered too because there wasn't the help out there
Yeah.
that they should have had.
absolutely.
Uh-huh.
You're absolutely
And
correct.
that's what hurts too.
Yeah. Well, thank you
Well,
very much, huh? Anything else you want to say to you?
Well, I think I said enough.
Okay.
I just get so upset.
Thank
And
you
this-
for
This one lady said,
Thank you for
"Don't-
sharing. I really
don't
appreciate
Don't
that."
listen. I said, I have to listen. I have to hear what my other fellow Americans are
Yeah.
saying.
That's right.
But at least Bush called himself a compassionate conservative Republican. At least the other conservatives are claiming to be compassionate.
And they're not even conservative.
Oh,
They're
no.
radicals.
There's the word.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
radicals.
I know.
Okay, thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
And thank you for your work.
We came down from the mud.